It's a sunny day. Beautiful, really. At first you were hesitant about going outside, but after enough arguing with yourself, you finally decided it would be worth it to get some fresh air. You think it would be nice to go with someone, but you have no one. You're not too bothered by it, so you throw on your runners, set some good music, and go for a jog. It's been a while, so your shins hurt, but you jog on anyways, you don't really mind. The scenery is absolutely gorgeous. You pass trees, you pass water, you pass a few good-looking girls, and you keep running. You're quite happy with your decision to come outside. You think to yourself, it would be great to share the scenery with someone, but you wouldn't know who. Some time passes, and you decide to take a break. There's a dock to your left, so you decide to walk up to it. There's no one around you, and the water at the end of the dock is still. Now that you think about it, your panting seems to be the only audible thing around you. That and those fucking crickets. You take your seat at the very edge and dangle your legs off the dock for a while, back and forth, one by one, and eventually someone sits beside you. You can't make out her face, and she's dressed quite strangely for this weather. You ask her what she's doing here, and she says she's just here to take in the sights. Then she asks you what you're doing here, and you tell her,
"Oh, I'm sorry I asked."
She says. You can't tell if she's laughing or if she's angry. You try to clarify, but she interrupts you to ask you what you're doing here. Didn't I just tell you? I was... You can't tell if she's laughing or angry. You try to clarify, but she interrupts you to ask you what you're doing here. You think to open your mouth to say something, but you don't. Instead, you turn your head away and look to the water, simply enjoying the company. She also turns her head to the water. There's a long silence. You wouldn't say you're uncomfortable, but the curiosity gets to you. You turn around to face her and ask her what she's doing here, and she tells you that she's just here for the sights. She asks you what you're doing here, and you respond. She makes some noises, but you can't tell if it's laughter or if she's crying. Her face doesn't help, it's blank. You can't see it. You try to clarify, but she interrupts you to ask you what you're doing here. You look away and take an extra moment to gather your thoughts. You decide you've worded it correctly this time, so you turn towards her and you're about to open your mouth, but she's gone. You aren't really bothered by it, and you decided you've had enough time on the dock, so you run along and that old saying comes to you. Curiosity killed the cat.
Something tells me that I'm dreaming. I can see his head waving on